Lil Nas X, speaking of the tighty whities, and look at this hair. Like, I can't. I can't. I thought that was Zaya Wade for a minute. Anyway, because Zaya be having the hair be laid, not the mustache and the muscles. Anyway, Lil Nas X is speaking out after being hospitalized for walking the streets naked and arrested for assaulting cops. Now, last week, the Old Town Road rapper was walking down the Old Town Road up there in the valley, caught on camera stripping and walking down that street in the San Fernando Valley around 4 a.m. Now, police say surveillance footage captured him ditching his shirt at a hotel before a man in his car filmed the rapper strutting down Ventura Boulevard in his whitey tighties and white cowboy boots. Now, at one point, he was even seen balancing an orange traffic cone on his head. That takes a lot of talent. Take a look.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. 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 Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat towel. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Bow! Bang! Bow! Woo! Bow! Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here?
Okay. I just recently did the Don Lemon show where he asked me what I thought about this, and I don't think about Lil Nas X, so this is something that I'm talking about because the world is talking about it. First, let me say, Lil Nas X, your body looks great, so I'm gonna just give you a round of applause because you look fit and you look fully moisturized, and skin is skinny. You look great. Is this his Britney moment? Is this his Britney ballhead beating down the car at the gas station with the umbrella moment before he fully snaps out, unravels, and becomes a drug-addicted star that struggled with fame and the pressure of being rich and famous? I don't know. Or is this a stunt because like sliding down the pole as the devil and launching a devil's shoe so we can talk about the music that we're not talking about? I don't know if it's a stunt. Is it mental health? Did he smoke some fentanyl that led to the unraveling of his mental health? I don't know. We don't know what this is. Where was this car at 4 o'clock in the morning just slowly filming him walking down the street? And where were all the other cars? And why did this car get all of the shots? And then how did it get to TMZ for us all to talk about it? And why were you wearing the cone? And why did you take off all your clothes? And then you ended up in jail because the stunt got real. I mean, the issue got real. I don't know what to make of this, but what I will say is, one, if this is truly mental health or drugs, I feel really bad for you. I hope that you get the help you need. Sean Bankhead, shout out to you for the shout out, and shout out to Christina Milian, who owns the business in the back. I FaceTimed Christina the other day to ask her if this was an advertisement that she put together for Lil Nas X. Maybe he ate a beignet or two and then ended up in the streets. I don't know, but what I know is that this is very concerning because at 4:10, you should either be at a really nice party or you should be asleep with somebody to hold you tight, not out in tighty whities walking the streets and strutting as if you have horse hooves on your feet with those boots on the click-clack cement.
And those boots now, everyone's talking, somebody found them on the street and they're being sold for $10,000 on eBay. Those boots, not by him. But for me... For me, first of all, that's my neighborhood. I drive down that street every day. And literally this morning on my way to work, I was driving from point A to point B when it started to when it ended. And I'm like, Jesus, he walked a long way in those boots because that is not, for him to have that much stamina, I'm like, it's definitely not promo. I don't think it is. Because I don't think you get locked up and get a bunch of felony charges, and that's because of promo.
I think when you're in the streets of Los Angeles at 4 a.m, butt naked, doing stunts for cameras, and the police pull up and you're naked, you can get arrested, and then you can be mad that the stunt turned bad. So you can handle the police in a way that turns up in jail. Because when he was in jail talking to that judge, he was clear-minded. Anyway, so you're thinking it's drugs or mental health?
For sure.
Okay.
What
type of drug? Meth, cocaine?
I don't know.
Ecstasy?
Something good.
Tusi?
Something strong and good. What's Tusi?
Anyway, we're not going there.
Go
ahead, Rob. What do you think?
I think it's definitely like a little bit of drug use with a little bit of a mental break. Listen, those after parties in LA run long and late. I've been to a few. It's like at the after hours club, not somebody's house, and he's always there. And I think he has gotten into
whose house?
There'll be after parties like
and
little warehouses. There? Yeah. And he'll be there.
Does he be acting like that?
No, he's always walking around quiet with his little friends, and they keep to themselves because he's walking around in there.
Very like prancing kind of.
Yeah.
Always,
going to get a little drink, prancing around. But again, like those parties run long and late, and there's a lot of people doing, drugs and stuff in there. And I just feel like at a certain point, like if you don't curb that behavior, especially if you're a celebrity like that, like it can lead to a space of this happening. And to me, it could have been a stunt until he got naked and started fighting cops.
Well, Lil Nas X was later filmed completely nude and rapping Nicki Minaj's Monsterverse. Things escalated when the 26-year-old Grammy-winning artist reportedly charged at responding officers, forcing them to restrain him. Wait, were they restraining him naked?
They tried.
So, yeah.
There's no footage of that.
There was no penetration. Well, he allegedly assaulted 3 officers, throwing several punches at their faces, and he was then rushed to a hospital after being told that he may have suffered a possible overdose. After he was cleared at the hospital, Lil Nas X was then transferred to jail, where he spent the whole week fighting to get out. And now he went to court and pled not guilty after being charged with 4 felonies for allegedly assaulting cops with injury. And his charges include 3 felony battery counts for the cops, allegedly punched one, and one felony charge for resisting an executive officer. Now, the judge set Lil Nas X's bail at $75,000, which he posted and got out. Now, here is a video of him getting released from jail. Look.
Hey, Lil Nas, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
Hours after his release, Lil Nas X shared a post on social media breaking the silence. Look.
Your girl is gonna be okay, y'all. Okay? She's gonna be alright. She's gonna be alright. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be alright.
He's talking about him. I mean, we can't assume the whole audience knows that he's calling
himself
his girl, the girl.
There's no way that's promo. Like, no one's gonna be like, let me buy this album now.
Excuse me. When was the last time we talked about Lil Nas X here?
I'm not talk, but he's still on my rotating playlist.
When was the last time we talked about him?
I don't know.
When was the last time you heard him talked about?
Mm-hmm. You think this is really for promo? There is no way. Rob?
I don't think it's promo.
There's no way.
I lived in the era. Okay. We've seen a lot of stunts be called and played. I don't know what this is. I am praying that he's okay. Let me start by saying I'm praying that you're okay, Nas. And I'm praying that you work through this. His shout out to his parents, who seemed very supportive. Dad was talking outside of the jail, and seemed very emotional, whatever. And, I do pray that he's okay. What this is yet, I don't know. I need a toxicology report. I need a confessional from a priest. I need something.
Not a priest.
But do we think that he owes us an explanation for why this happened?
No.
Absolutely.
I don't want his I don't even believe an explanation. I just, like you said, maybe like a drug test is the only way.
But
you don't need to know his drug test.
That's
that's gonna squash, like, was it a episode or is it promo?
That's nobody's business but his.
He's a public figure.
If you're
strutting
naked
down
in the street,
naked.
it's public. Yeah, if you're naked
We
on
don't need his
Ventura.
drug
It's so
test results.
crazy. You're just, again, a gay triggered with trauma. And anything like your position on gay things is protect.
You're a
gays
public
at all
figure.
costs.
We
need the public
He
receipts.
literally walking down the street with his penis tilted to the side.
Yes,
And these tighty
that
whities.
wasn't. Yeah,
And the white underwear matching the white boots. That was a coordinated attack.
He got money. Of course, he got on clean underwear.
We don't
I
know that he
hope.
has
I don't.
money.
He didn't even have like a phone on him. There was no like friend down the road.
The
This
phone
is
wasn't
like,
on him because the phone was being used to film it.
That was
No,
my
I think
problem. Where
somebody
were your
sold that
friends
to
at?
TMZ when he said somebody's gonna make
Yes,
money.
they sold that.
Yeah, they
That's
sold
what-
Maybe
that
he
TMZ.
did.
I think he had a moment.
See,
of
if that
clarity,
was
too, where he
me on
like, "Let me
Ventura,
get
I
your
would have
phone
filmed it, and
throw
it would have been a Hollywood Unlocked exclusive.
Nah, I would have told you to sell that and get some money.
Oh, okay,
And
period.
see, that's why I think he was starting to have a moment of clarity because he was walking for so long, and he was like, "I should take your phone and throw it," but
And he
then
was
he
like,
kept
"Give me
going
that."
back into his little thing. But yeah,
I love how you have made so many excuses sitting right here.
how am I making excuses for him?
Wait,
I'm
he
saying-
walked so long. The distance walked is because it was drugs or mental health.
I think so. And
I think
How
so,
did he
too.
get to that street?
That's what I'm saying. He must have came from the. That's right.
He
under the
probably
hill. He
got
must live
out
at the
that
top.
car that was
No
filming
way.
him.
I think he lives. That's literally Ventura's right on the edge of the hills. He probably
Marina,
lives right over
Marina,
there.
I
Walk
spent
down.
20 years in LA. I know where
That's what I'm
this fucking
saying.
is.
So he
I've
probably
been to
lives.
Beignet
He
Rock.
lives up there. He probably just walked down, being on some shit.
I love how you guys are making up all these excuses and explanations.
How is it an excuse?
That's not an excuse.
I just don't think everybody's personal business should be the world's business.
No, I
Again,
do.
I'm gonna throw it back
He's
to
a
you.
public.
he's
He's
famous.
a, yeah,
Hold
he's
on.
famous, and you're
throw it back
naked
to
in the
you.
street.
So is Jason. So if something happened to Jason, should we have his drug tests put out to the
Excuse me,
public?
Wildin' Out Live scandal is all over
But
the
they're not-
world.
but-
Wait, that's not even true because of my name.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is I've cleared my name. She, and she said she, has not.
But should you have to put out your personal drug test, your health information? Should your
Cardi
health
B
information
had to put out that she didn't have herpes in her lawsuit against that YouTuber. Y'all know who it was. To prove that she was wrong.
But again, she did that to prove that she didn't have herpes. But I'm saying if you
He
should
obviously.
we have to? No.
No,
But when
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
famous,
He's not-
wait. Should you? No. But when you're famous, you have to.
You might want to.
No. Should you? No, now I got your point. Should you? No. But when you're famous, you have to. Like you just what I've learned in getting some level of fame, and I don't even like to acknowledge fame because it is what it is. I know I'm famous, but when you get it, you lose the anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate. Like I'm not famous to the extent that you're digging in my trash or trying to figure out who's what, this, that, whatever. But like you do get to a point where like when people say shit about you, and you and I have had this conversation many times where I'll say, look what they said about me. And you're the one that usually tells me like, fuck these people. But those people like they're gonna say the wildest things. But what are you gonna do? You gonna argue with everybody? No, you put out the receipts and you walk away. I put out the wild and out receipts, and whoever thinks whatever they think, they're gonna think whatever. With him, we don't know. You was outside, fully moisturized, hair combed, groomed, whitey tighties and white boots, click clacking down the street. You fought the cop naked. You had the little cone on your head, and one person that we still don't know filming it. Where's the person that filmed it? Why is that person on TMZ Live? Huh?
I don't know.
Because he probably was filming it with Lil Nas' phone.
Oh God.
But in
So,
case
but
he
either way,
but in
like-
case he wasn't, if you're suffering from alcohol, drugs, or any other type of addiction, or you're having a mental moment, please seek help. That's it. I want to move on. Goodbye.